Good day, everybody. My name is Miss Maboy. Welcome you today to our business studies lessons. However, today we'll be focusing on the application questions under the topic business strategies. Right, we will start with our topics for today, or our questions rather, application questions. The first question says, read the scenario below and answer the questions that follow. Right, let's read the scenario. It says Noi Garden Services, which is NGS. Noi Garden Services wants to gain a competitive advantage in the market. NGS decided to take over Pristine Gardening to reduce the threat of competition. I repeat again, NGS decided to take over Pristine Gardening to reduce the threat of competition. Don't forget, the topic is business strategies. The first question says, identify the type of integration strategy applied by NGS. So already you are told that they've applied integration strategies. Motivate your answer by quoting from the scenario. Now, when you quote, you're taking it word for word rather. You're not changing anything, you're not adding anything, you're not subtracting, you take it as is. So the first thing that you need to do is to identify the type of the integration strategy applied by NGS. I'm sure you've identified already. The second question says, discuss two other integration strategies that could be applied by NGS. All right, let's carry on. So here it says, identify the type of integration strategy that is applied, and you need to motivate, like I said. So by reading here, already you've identified. So what is the right answer? The correct answer is horizontal integration strategy. How do we know that it's horizontal integration strategy? Remember they said by quoting from the scenario, right? It says here, NGS decided to take over Pristine Gardening to reduce the threat of competition. So meaning they're taking over a business that is doing the same or at the same level of production. So this NGS is a gardening service business. Also Pristine Gardening is also a gardening service. So they're doing the same thing. Why? The threat to reduce the threat of competition. That is a horizontal integration strategy. It's not horizontal strategy, but horizontal integration strategy. Right, let's move on to the second question. Right, the second question says, discuss two other integration strategies that could be applied by NGS. Right, with integration strategies, we've got three types of integration strategy. So other than the one that has been mentioned above, we've mentioned horizontal. So what are the two other strategies that could be applied? Right, we've got forward vertical integration strategy. So here, when we are being forward, the business combines a business with or take over its distributors. We are going forward, basically taking over the distributor. It involves expansion, which is growth of business activities to gain control over direct distribution of the products. Then the second one is backward. We are going backward. It's backward vertical integration. Very important. It's not just backward integration strategy, but it's a backward vertical integration strategy. The business combines businesses with or take over its suppliers. So whoever that is was supplying us, we are taking over that business. The aim is to decrease the business's dependency on the supplier. If the farmer was the one supplying us, so now we are buying the farmer as our supplier. That is what it's called, a backward vertical integration strategy. Right, let's move on to the second question. Right, the second question says, read the scenario below and answer the questions that follow. We've got G Fried Chicken, which is your GFC. G Fried Chicken has lowered the prices of their products to increase the market share. The success of the business has led to GFC opening a new branch in Durban. Right, identify two types of intensive strategy that is applied by GFC rather. Motivate your answer by quoting, again, quoting from the scenario, word for word as is, we do not change anything. Explain the other intensive strategy that could be applied by GFC. Also here they're telling you that under intensive, this scenario is based on intensive strategy, and intensive strategy has got 3 types of strategies. So here you're going to identify 2, and then in the second question, it explains other than the 2 that you've mentioned here. So you cannot repeat, in question 2, you cannot repeat what you stated or already stated in A. All right, I'm sure you've identified 2 types of intensive strategies already. Yes. Right, and then the last question says, advise the management of GFC on the advantages of intensive strategy. Now, intensive strategy has got advantages. However, integration strategy does not have advantages. Please take note of that. Integration strategy does not have advantages, but intensive and diversification strategy, they've got advantages. All right, so identify 2 types from the scenario by quoting. Let's see, what have you identified? Right, the first one is the market penetration. It says here, motivation, G Fried Chicken has lowered the prices. That is a keyword. The minute there's price reduction or lowering the prices of their prices to increase the market share, just know it's market penetration. So by lowering the prices of their products to increase the market share, you must automatically know that is your market penetration so that you can gain more customers in the business. Right. The second strategy is market development. How do we know that? Right. Market development is all about what? About a place. The minute they speak about a new place, a new area, geographical area, just know market development. It's a new place. The success of the business has led to GFC opening a new branch in Durban. Also, this was taken word for word from the scenario. The last question, or not the second of last, it says, explain other intensive strategy that could be applied by GFC. What is the other? Product development. So here, like I said, here we're talking about a place or a new place. So here with the product development, it's basically what? A new product or just a product. Right, it is a growth strategy where the businesses aims to introduce new products, just as mentioned, into the existing markets or modifies an existing product. Business generates new ideas and develops new products or services. Right, so I hope you understand intensive strategy, 3 types of intensive strategies: market penetration, market development, and product development. Very important. Right, the last question says, advise the management of GFC on the advantages of intensive strategies. So what are the positives of intensive strategies? Right, they go as follows. The first one, increase sales or income and profitability. More customers obviously are coming to us. Why? One of the reasons, because the prices has gone down. So we're gaining more customers. Regular sales to existing customers may increase. We are gaining customer loyalty through effective promotion campaigns. Why or how do they know that we've got sales? By having those promotional campaigns. Buy 2 for the price of 1, something like that. Improved service delivery may positively impact or increase the sales, eliminate competitors and dominate market prices. Right, so for now, we'll end there with the first 2 questions. Right, we're going to take a quick break. Then when we come back, we're going to continue with our application questions. I'll see you just now.